Hello, welcome back to another screencast. This one, three-figure bearings number 2. As promised, it's going to get a little bit more difficult, but trust me, it's not too bad, so nothing to really worry about, that's for sure. So, what do we remember about what we've just done? If you haven't watched bearings number 1, you need to do that. What are three-figure bearings, just to go through? Three-figured bearings, there's 3 characteristics of bearings. The basis of the bearing is that we start in the north direction. It always measures clockwise, and it's written as a 3-digit angle. Okay, very simple. It's basically just how to get from one point to another point. These are a little bit more tricky than the last ones, only because we need to use our common sense, and sometimes in maths we don't use common sense, we use math sense. The two actually don't work that well together, believe it or not. So we need to read the question. What does the question say? It says, what bearing would you take to travel to point B from point A? So first things first, where is our starting position? Our starting position is A, so we put down a north bearing. Remember, north, east, south, west. North goes straight up. Then we're going to travel from A to B, so we draw a line from A to B. And that is the angle we'll measure. So here we go, protractor comes up, goes there, and hopefully you know the three-figured bearing that you'd travel starts at 0 here, goes all the way along till we get to 100. So our answer would be 100 degrees. Yeah? In a clockwise direction. Remember, we're always going clockwise. It's called clockwise because that's the way a clock goes. All right, so here let's go over the next one. What bearing would you take to travel to point B from point A? So you're going to travel from point to point B from point A. Where's my starting position? It is A. Draw a northern line, draw another line out from there, and then measure. Okay? So what I want you to do is measure that angle now, come back and tell me your answer. All right, so here we go. Now, can you see it's not quite 70, is it? So my answer would be 0.69 degrees, measuring from north in a clockwise direction, just less than 70. Hopefully you got that one right. I'm sure you did. The really key thing here is when we get to the more wordy questions is understand your starting position. Understand your starting position and always work from that. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to give this one a go now. You actually can draw this in your book. So you could actually on your screens, you could actually measure it yourself with your protractor up. But I will bring up the next thing. So what bearing would you take to travel from point B to point A? So we can see our starting position is B and we're going to travel to A. So here we go, give this a go now and see if you've got it correct. Excellent, so we should be going from here all the way around and we can see it's 250 degrees, so we're going 250 degrees clockwise. All right, so here we go, here goes the quiz now. It's a little bit more difficult, you need to read the question as you go. So what bearing would you take to travel from point A to get to point B and then back again? Okay, so you're going to have 2 directions you're going to go. So I'll put all the information on that you'll need. I'll even bring up the protractors. So where is your starting point? Where are you going to? Then where is your starting point and where are you going to? Okay, so come back and see if you would have got the right answers. All right, so here we go. Our starting point, and I'm not going to bring up the answers yet. Our starting point was, what bearing would you take to travel from point A to get to point B? So here we go. This is our first one, was we're going to go from point A to get to point B. So we're going to go in this direction, all right? then back again. So now you're at B. What is your bearing to get back? Well, it's this one here all the way around, okay? So let's just see if we've got the correct answers. A bearing of 50 degrees from A to B, and a bearing of 230 degrees from B to A. Hopefully you got those correct. If you didn't, it's not a massive thing as long as you understand it. There's going to be lots of questions that I'm going to ask you to do on these, so I'm sure you'll be absolutely fine. Hopefully, as I say, you've done really well, so write a little revision card on it. But until next time, as always, it's been a pleasure helping you with your math. Hopefully you're getting better. Hopefully you're feeling confident, and maths is all about confidence. If you feel confident, you'll do fantastic things. Anyway, until next time, bye-bye.